I'm Bill, and
I'm Laura.
and we're from Phoenix, Arizona. Our initial experience was pretty good. We had it for
20 years?
20 plus years, and had enjoyed using it. We had a pretty good experience with it, but it had run its course. Our kids were older. We weren't using it. We were mostly giving it away, but it just after 25 years, we'd paid all our dues and everything. It was time to get out of it. And they weren't cooperative anywhere. In fact, they were
difficult to communicate with, to get a hold of, to get answers.
Yeah.
Kind of went downhill.
No, we bought the timeshare. It was a deeded property, so it had been purchased in the 70s, and we bought it in the early 90s, maybe, from my uncle. And it was just deeded, so it was in perpetuity unless you gave it up, supposedly, at least at that time. And we had younger children, so we traded to stay outside of Disney World. We went to Vegas, things along that line. So we did utilize it. I mean, it was actually quite nice. It worked out fine. The trade value and everything was good.
We went to the Dominican. We did a lot of things with it.
So,
it was just when they changed the companies that
and they didn't give us a
trading
choice.
power wasn't the same. There wasn't any place to trade for, to go to. We aren't golfers, and it was a golf community, so it was worthless to us.
We tried to do everything properly. We tried doing everything that they would say or suggest to sell it or get rid of it, and to no avail. It just ended up costing more and more and more, and it was just a hole where we threw money. There's other companies out there that obviously do what you do or say they do. A lot of them just are a way you pay up front and nothing gets done. There's no guarantee, and then they stop answering your calls, answering your mails.
They just disappear.
Did that a few times, and then we tried it with the agency that was, I guess, running the particular timeshare that we had. They kept saying suggestions, but keep paying. They just wanted us to keep paying our dues, and they just kept kicking the can down the road. So it wasn't a very good experience the last few years when we wanted to be done with it, and there seemed like there was no way out. After really working and writing letters and writing emails and calling and getting ignored and not having things returned in any kind of a manner, not even timely manner, when we were dealing with the board of the timeshare. They were dishonest. One person would tell you one thing, another would tell you another, and it was just to postpone and deflect until you paid more and paid more and paid more. So it was just
they just wanted their money.
Dues. They didn't care if we took it, we ever stayed there. They didn't care about anything.
We would have been happy with just giving it back, and they could
we didn't want any money.
Somebody else. We weren't looking to make a profit. We just didn't want ownership of it anymore, and we couldn't even do that. If they think their product is so fantastic, why not let them give it back and resell that week to somebody else?
Initially, I felt we got a real good value out of it.
Oh, absolutely.
But towards the end, when it was time, they needed to help people get rid of them, and they were more concerned about getting their dues. It started at $400 or $500 a year, again, early 90s, all the way up to $1,200 a year. So I mean, incrementally. How much totally, I don't know. I mean, we'd have to sit down and figure it out, but it was tens of thousands of dollars. The representative we worked with, she was very friendly. She was very informative. Now, it took months before it was actually released, but we were told that all up front. We were told what to expect. Immediately, the letters and the phone calls stopped. I mean, within a week, emails, we didn't get any more. So we felt, even though we hadn't got any finalized papers, if you will, we felt that, it was being taken care of. And we were informed occasionally. They'd give us an email, tell us what was going on. Mm-hmm. But, the funny part was somebody called, I'm not sure who, someone called, was it Wendy? I can't remember. Someone called and congratulated us on getting rid of her. And that, we have the title moved over to someone else. And that was kind of cool the way she did it. Yeah. But overall, good experience. Didn't take a lot of time. Wasn't expensive. I mean, that's our feelings anyhow, because it was basically a match of the dues that we would have had to pay over the next year or two. So it was good experience and minimal effort on our part.
You do what you say you're going to do.
Yeah, a lot of people guarantee things, but
It wasn't a lot of work. You walk in, this is what it is, you lay it out, and then you go home and you forget about it. Next thing you know, it's no longer yours. It's done. It's over.
That shadow hanging over your head is removed, you know, where you're constantly thinking, well, maybe I should pay this, maybe we should try it again. But, you know, as I said, we had a good experience with ours, and then things changed. Everybody changes, I get it, but it ruined the experience, and lots of people promised and guaranteed things and didn't do it, didn't come through. You guys did.